On the eve of Indian Coast Guard's 46th Raising Day, I take this opportunity to reaffirm our steadfast commitment to the nation for ensuring safe, secure and clean seas. Responding to the need of times for a dedicated peacetime maritime force in the 70s, Indian Coast Guard was constituted under the Ministry of Defence on the 1st of February 1977. Since then, the Coast Guard Day is celebrated on 1st of February every year. The ICG in the last 45 years has evolved as a multi-mission maritime law enforcement armed force. As on date, we have 158 surface platform and 70 aircraft. We have developed core competency in search and rescue, pollution response and maritime law enforcement, thereby contributing towards the progress of the Government of India's vision of security and growth for all in the Indian Ocean region and beyond. Indian Coast Guard is playing a stellar role in protecting our wide-ranging national maritime interests while also enforcing and fulfilling the provisions under the international maritime laws, thus facilitating the blue economy. The mounting maritime challenges to the international rule-based order and rise in unconventional threats in the region are bound to have a bearing on the India's maritime security and safety. To safeguard our national maritime interest, despite restrictions imposed by the COVID pandemic, we have sustained deployment of 45 to 50 ships and 10 to 12 aircraft every day. Our presence deters the miscreants and at the same time reassures the maritime community, who look up to us as the saviors at sea. We have humongous responsibility to ensure safety of seafarers and fishermen in the Indian Ocean search and rescue region, an area measuring 4.6 million square kilometers. In the last 1 year alone, ICG has saved 1,226 lives, adding 11,000 lives since inception, which translates to saving one precious life every second day. On the maritime law enforcement front, Hawkeye Vigil by Indian Coast Guard in the brown and blue waters has affected seizure of weapons, contraband and narcotics worth 3,950 crores in the last 1 year alone. We have also institutionalized mechanism of sharing information with the littorals countries, as a result of which we have been successful in apprehension and extermination of drugs and contraband worth 3,664 crores. Our collaborative actions have created an effective deterrence and pushed the maritime narco traffickers well beyond the limits of Indian EEZ. In keeping with the nation's vision of Sagar and neighborhood first, we have engaged in professional interactions across oceans and established meaningful ties with countries in the Indian Ocean region for ocean peacekeeping. We have averted major ecological disasters and have emerged as the first responders in the region by undertaking major firefighting and pollution response operation, the most recent one being onboard chemical carrier motor vessel XS Pearl off Sri Lanka coast. The ICG has been a pioneer in inducting indigenous assets in line of Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat. I am proud to state that majority of our assets are indigenously manufactured and about 90% of the capital budget allotted to us is spent on indigenous asset acquisition. Our most precious asset are our personnel manning the versatile platforms. We, the Tatrakshaks, are always ready to shoulder additional responsibilities with pride and verve, thus enabling us to undertake operations concurrently and continuously. As we mark the milestone of the 46th Raising Day, we extend our sincere gratitude to all our veterans who, enduring tough times during formative years and laid robust foundation for growth and progression of this fine service. On the occasion of the Coast Guard Day, on behalf of the entire Indian Coast Guard fraternity, I would like to reaffirm to the nation that ICG is wholeheartedly committed for keeping our seas safe, secure and clean, and ensuring that our maritime national interests are safeguarded always and every time. Thank you. Jai Hind. Vyam Rakshama.